2, 1. Welcome back, everyone. This is the Benchwarmers podcast.
It's been a while. Actually, it's only been a week, but it
Yeah,
felt like forever. I don't know why.
yeah.
It's been a
So,
long 2 weeks.
yeah, we missed a week, and it's been a while since we recorded. So we might be getting, we might
It
be.
is been it's actually, we've missed a week, but it's actually been 3 weeks since we recorded, I think. No, it's been
I
two.
think
No,
no,
it's
it's been
been
2
two.
because we did a live stream for the
Oh,
last
shoot.
episode.
We done a live stream on a Tuesday, which
Yeah,
brings us to 2 weeks. Right.
yeah. So 2 weeks ago since we recorded anything, and we got a little bit of a different setup on the go here. We got
I, I'm still adjusting to it, to be honest. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, we're just we're we're fooling around with some stuff, and we got some big stuff coming, guys. So make
Yeah,
sure you stay tuned for that.
we do, and we're not. We're not just saying that. It's not just like, oh, we got big stuff coming and watch. No, there
Keep
is.
keep watching.
Because
No.
there will be. Now, unfortunately, it's going to be like 6 episodes time because we got to stockpile like 6 episodes right now.
Yeah,
Because
we're
I done a lot of traveling in the last 2 weeks, and then I'm gonna be gone. Then I'm gonna be traveling for another month
yeah. So
in next
we're
Thursday. So
gonna, but
yeah.
don't worry, guys. You're gonna get your episodes in. We'll be recording ahead of time, of course, and
Yeah, 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 we gotta record like 6 episodes, which is not a big deal because we just gotta time it out. But there's gonna be a whole lot of stockpile, so you will see it. There's gonna be, hopefully we'll do it in a way to the point where there's not gonna be a break. So like there's
yeah.
literally just gonna be and then it'll be 6 episodes, and then boom, we'll go right into the big announcement, and then we'll just continue on as if we were normal.
Yeah, we wanna move into the big stuff that we got coming when we have an
After,
actual chance to
yeah,
make an announcement.
we wanna do it the right way instead of just doing it
Yeah,
instead of just doing it like whatever, because literally I'm gone for a month in like 6 days, so I need, we got 6 days to record 6 episodes, so yeah.
yeah. So we're gonna be quite busy this weekend. Getting on that recording grind. But uh, but yeah, you guys are gonna get your episodes in no matter what. And after that, be excited because we got we got some big massive things coming.
Oh yeah, some big things.
Just huge.
Massive, some would even say ginormous. What, I don't
Some would
know.
even say.
That's for you
Yeah.
to put on it and for me to keep going. Is that a saying? I don't know. I don't know what I
We're
just.
huge. We're huge on sayings on this
I'm pretty
podcast.
sure that's not it. I don't think that's it.
Yeah,
I don't
I
think
really
it's it.
don't. I've never heard anything about it, but it might be out there. We're big on sayings.
I'm a
We
big
are
sayings person.
huge,
I'm a big
huge sayings people.
saying guy. Not a big savings guy. Big saying guy.
No,
I save.
big,
Don't get me wrong. Not a big like sale. I'm not a sale chaser. You know what I mean?
you're not hitting those flyers.
Like some people, I'm just not happy, as you can tell over here. I'm struggling, and I am always struggling. Every episode, I'm
Yeah,
just struggling. It's a
this
constant struggle.
podcast. Yeah, this podcast is just a huge struggle. No
It's
matter
just a
what we do.
constant struggle. And I just capped my microphone, and now I'm triggered. I'm absolutely triggered. All right, this has just been a constant uphill battle. Shout out to Miley Cyrus. But yeah, if you don't get that reference, then well, watch Hannah
You,
Montana, freaks.
where have you even lived?
Yeah, like,
If you,
it's always gonna be an up. Okay, that's all I'm gonna do because I'm probably gonna get flagged for copyright, even though I'm not,
copyright strike.
because I'm not Miley Cyrus. So, and I'm not a great singer, so I don't know why they would flag me for copyright, because that sounded like it, but it didn't sound anything.
She been,
I'm not really sure
not
how
to.
copyright infringements work,
Yeah,
but
I don't
I
know.
do know how they work. Okay, I just don't know how that. Would that be copyright? If I sang the song, would
I
that
don't think so.
copyright?
I don't think you
No,
can get copyrighted for singing a song. No, because
because
people
people
do
put
covers of songs all
yeah,
the
that's what I was
time.
just about to say. People put covers
Yeah,
of songs on YouTube. We're not
yeah.
claiming the song as my. I'm not claiming the song as my own. I'm giving
No,
credit to the artist
yeah,
whoever wrote the song, but I'm giving credit to the artist who sang it. I'm not
yeah.
saying I'm not
Miley
playing the
Cyrus
song
has
and
been
saying it's
rocking
mine.
yeah. Miley Cyrus has been rocking Not to knock her, but she's been rocking a strange hairstyle
Yeah,
lately.
she has. Another thing on the copyright thing, I think what it is that the copyright thing is bigger. Is it's more of you making money off of the song being in the video, and when you don't own the license to that song. You know what I mean?
That's
It's like
that's all
basically,
copyright is.
yeah, that's what I mean. It's like you're basically pirating, you're pirating the song. Even though you might have bought the song, I'm not saying that. You might have bought the song, but you still don't have a license to stream or I guess record and claim the song. But for
Yeah,
some it's so weird because just because you have it in your video, right? And I heard it's like if it's less than 30 seconds then it's not a big deal. They don't.
yeah.
You
I
might
don't
not
know
get
how it
flagged.
works.
But
Yeah,
if you, it's weird how if you just play it in your video, it's just assumed that you you're claiming it as your own. But I guess it's not. You're not claiming it
it's
as your own.
no. You're
Is
profiting off of it.
you're profiting off the song, yeah, and
Yeah,
you don't have a license to profit off the song. Only the artist, unless the artist gives you permission,
yeah.
or right.
I don't
I
know
don't
how
even
that
know
works
what that
either, but
thing is for. Like, okay, like I know it's for like a platform, right? Like YouTube as a platform. Like I know what that is, but like, what is it for like live music? Like, do people say like if you were to sing a song in a live setting, you have to get permission from the artist to sing that song in a live concert? But is that like a bigger concert where you're selling tickets and again it all comes down to you're making money off of their song? Is that it?
yeah, I think it's all just profiting off someone else's work.
Because if the
It all comes
band
down.
if the band makes a cover of the song, because bands do that, and yeah, they still have to get permission, I guess, from the artist because they're selling tickets to a concert, and therefore they're making money off of somebody else's
Yeah,
material, I guess. But yeah, don't copyright, folks. Just don't do it.
yeah. Just just
Be
don't write
aware,
and
by the
copy
way.
it.
Be aware of copyright infringements when you're making content. That's all I'm gonna
Yeah,
say about that
but
one.
like, how far does it reach? I mean, if you had like a local band just come in, like they're not getting permission from
That's
like
what I
Rihanna to
mean.
sing a
Like,
song.
that's what I'm saying. Like, how far does it go? You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
like
Like,
what are we talking about here?
how far does it go? Well, like if I just sing at my local choir, and like we sing like in an auditorium of a group of like 100 people, do I need to get permission from the artist to sing a song? Like, I'm not getting permission if I'm singing at a talent show.
Yeah, no,
Like some
no.
15-year-old that's singing at his high school talent show is not getting permission from Ariana Grande to sing whatever.
He probably wishes he was, honestly. But
I mean, I don't know why he'd be singing Ariana Grande, but I mean, to each
dude,
his, I mean,
dude,
whatever you want to do.
dude's got that vocal range.
Yeah, I mean, she's got a range. So I don't.
Yeah,
If you're singing Ariana Grande songs at a talent show, either you're really confident or you got a real good voice. That's all I'm
yeah.
gonna say about
No,
that
no.
one.
It's either you are really good or you are really bad.
Well, yeah, there's no in between because you got to be
No,
really good. She's just her singing is just not even. It just I don't even know what I'm saying. I mean, it just
it's
got
just
me.
lost.
I mean, I'm all flustered. I don't even know what to say anymore. But yeah, is she short? I feel like Ariana Grande is short.
Yeah, I think she's like 5'4".
Yeah, she seems short. I don't know why. She
Yeah,
don't seem like a tall person. Some people
yeah,
you think they're tall, but they're not. Like you think they're like normal size, but they're really tall. But she doesn't seem
yeah.
tall. How
No,
tall is
I think
Drake? Or
Drake. I
what were
think
you saying?
Drake is fairly short as well.
Drake is? I think he's like 5'10". Is he 5'10"?
No way.
What?
I'm bringing up Ariana Grande is 5 foot
She's
exactly.
5 foot. Yeah, that's short.
Wow,
That's short. I knew she was
that is
short.
short.
Yeah, 5 foot is short.
5 foot is like that's
Five
close to
foot.
like
Yeah, that's small. That's short. But what how tall is Drake? Because I
Let's
feel
see
like
this.
he's like
Yeah,
5'10".
I hate when they do this. They give the height in meters. What does that have to do with anything to me?
Technically, we're supposed to be able to realize that in our heads because we're
Yeah, I
Canadian.
know.
But we
Yeah, we're
don't do
supposed to have
that,
that unlocked.
freaks. We
So
do it
Drake is
by
exactly
feet.
6 foot. So like, nothing
He's
crazy,
exactly
but
6 foot?
yeah,
Oh, what a freak. He's definitely not exactly 6 foot. He's 5'11".
yeah,
Dude put that. They put that in with shoes on. No little lying to
yeah.
me.
Drake, there's no way. Drake looks like a little boy, but
He's
maybe
he's
he's just
probably like
maybe he's just
five. He's definitely 5'11". I feel like 5'11" people constantly say they're 6 foot.
oh
I
yeah.
Nope. I'm not gonna say it. Never mind.
Whoa. Okay, we're almost throwing it out there.
But I didn't. I didn't say it. Anything. That wasn't a clue at all. So
Uh,
you watch this
yeah.
episode. Uh, you didn't get it because you didn't guess it right. So yeah, keep moving.
Get over it, loser.
Yeah, unless you're 5'11". Listen, for all you 5'11ers out there, all right, say you're 5'11". You're not 6 foot. Don't
Yeah.
cheat yourself.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm pretty honest with my
But
height.
listen, I am too. And listen, I already know that I've got ripped off in many ways, and height is one of them. All right,
Yeah. Yeah. Same
because
with me.
I got ripped off. All right, I want to buy one of those like back flippy things. Flip, how it flips you
Oh yeah,
upside
like
down,
one of
and
those back flippy things.
the dude like jumps like great.
Tony the Tiger.
He acts like Tony the
Frosted.
Tiger. Dude's like
Frosted
70.
Flakes.
Apparently, he says he's
Oh.
72 and he feels
Oh.
great.
Dr. Ho.
What? No,
That's his
Doctor.
name.
That's not Doctor Ho, is it?
Oh, it is.
I thought Doctor Ho was the one with the zappy things.
Oh no, Dr. Ho he's on that table.
That's Doctor Ho.
Oh yeah.
Oh, smart guy. Apparently, that can make you taller. Give you that extra so much.
Yeah, I feel like it's just more about like correcting posture rather than
Yeah,
making
that's what
you
I mean by
actually
making you
taller.
taller. You're not actually
Yeah.
physically making you. You can't make yourself taller.
Yeah.
It's just aligning your spine. I feel like,
Yeah.
and just therefore you get that extra. I only need like a quarter of an inch. That's all I'm asking for, really. I
If
don't
you
need
guys haven't
much.
got it by now, you go get checked out. But
I don't need much. I mean, that's all
I
I'm
d-
asking for. Is that a whole? It's not a lot. It's really not.
no, it's some
Is
would
it?
say the bare minimum.
Some would say that's not even a thing. A quarter of an inch? Like, come on. What are we talking here? Like this much?
Yeah, you're talking about
No,
you're
that's an
talking about
inch. I'm
you're
like we're talking like this much. Like this not
yeah,
even. It's not even a thing. Like, come on, dude.
well, technically you can't say that you are your height because if you round, you are,
What?
if you were to round your height, you would then become the height that you desire.
Yeah, that's
Because
true.
you're on the upper end of
Yeah,
your
but see, I'm so close to the height that I desire. Is that like actually I'm not because if I was like 3 inches taller, then I would be the height that I desire. Um, but the height that I would like to be, I'm like that close to it. So if I put shoes on, literally I could put slippers on and I would be that height. Like
yeah.
that's how close I am. So that's a lot of times why I'm just like, yeah, I'm this height because I'm a quarter of an inch away. Like I literally put any shoe on. I could put flat, like literally flat shoes on, and I'd make it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I could stand on a foam, like a foam yoga mat, and make it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like that's why I say I'm 6 foot. So I'm. I just gave it away, didn't I?
We're terrible at this, but
I just give it away. I'm sorry. I mean the cat's out the bag now.
that's out of the bag. You guys didn't win
Don't really
anything.
understand that saying either. Why was the cat in the bag in the first place?
So apparently cats allude to lies or
Yeah, like the cat's out the bag, like, but like, why was the cat in the bag?
the cat is out of hey guys, you got me. The cat is out of the bag.
Yeah, but why
So
was the cat in a bag?
yeah, who's putting a cat in a bag? You probably shouldn't do that.
In order to get out of the bag, he had to get in the bag. So how did they
Yeah.
get in the bag? And what kind of
And
bag are we talking here?
and this
because
all
this can
comes
get
back
really
to,
dark.
yeah, this all comes back to, um, how does a cat being in a bag relate to information not being told?
It's like the whole dead horse thing, like we discussed. I
Yeah,
mean, this is the same situation, but we're
same
not
thing
giving any
over and over again.
context here. All right, as you know on the show, we've been known to break down these sayings,
Yeah,
and just this is just another one that just doesn't make sense. As you can
doesn't make
tell,
sense.
like okay, if you say I let the cat out of the bag, but why do we have a cat and why is it in a bag? And how did it get in the bag for it to get out?
And you know what the strange thing is? People will use these sayings in their everyday life. Like it's just nothing. Like, oh, why beat a dead horse? When would you ever say that if
That's
that
what I'm
was not a
saying. That's what we
saying?
were saying before. And it's the same thing with the cat in the bag. Like,
Yeah.
why are we referring to as if cats are just always in bags?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, the cat is out of the bag. What are we gonna do now? I
What
don't
bag?
know.
What bag? And why is it in there? Like,
Yeah,
it'd be
it
different
really.
if they said, like, the cat is out of the litter box. Like, then
Yeah.
that would make sense. Because I know how the cat didn't get in there. I know what he
So
was in there for. But, like,
yeah,
why bags?
I can see the beat a dead horse one. Okay, so we broke that one down. Beat a dead horse. Basically, it's like don't drag on something that's already like
Yeah, well, that one,
finished. You
yeah,
know?
that one, it kind of makes sense. Well, it,
Yeah.
it makes sense in the same because already know what it's talking about. Like
Yeah.
right, like beating a dead horse, kind of weird. I don't know why you would do that. But
Yeah.
anyway, that's the saying. Um, and we're not saying whatever. They're just saying to understand, but we're just trying to break them down to make sense of them. Next, okay, cat out of the bag doesn't make sense whatsoever because we don't put cats in bags. And why? How did the cat get in the bag for it to get out of the bag? And
Yeah.
why is a cat? Why is me saying something public that may or may not have that been kept a secret is now all of a sudden letting a cat out of a bag? The cat is out of the bag. You know what I mean?
The cat, yeah, the cat is now out of the bag for whatever reason. The cat was in the bag, it got let loose, and for some reason this somehow relates to information being
Right.
released.
Like, and you know what? We got no sayings about dogs.
No dog.
Oh, I'm sick as a dog,
Sick as a dog.
which makes no
Uh,
sense either. By the way,
yeah,
why are we
like
sick as a dog?
sick as a dog. I mean, I
What
haven't
does that
seen
even
too many
mean?
sick dogs. Yeah, I'm sick as a dog.
What does that
I
even
don't know
mean?
if I don't know if everybody says that saying. I don't know if I feel like people like have variations of that saying, like I'm sick as like a mutt or something, you know?
What?
Like I don't know. I feel like people have other formations.
Either
There's also
way,
like
is Mutt still
don't
a
screw
dog?
the pooch or something, whatever that one is.
Okay, that one's just weird. I don't
Yeah, we
screw
got
the
some.
pooch.
Yeah,
That's a
it's like
weird one.
don't mess up.
Yeah, that's I don't know. I don't like that one. That's a
No,
bit weird.
that one's a bit
Why we?
strange.
That's just. I don't even want to
Yeah,
touch that one. Let's just
I think
move
we're
from
gonna
that.
leave that one where it is.
I don't even know why we say that. To be honest, I've
I
never
mean,
said that. I don't know why we're saying that. Let's not screw the pooch. I mean, that's probably self-explanatory. We probably shouldn't do that.
you probably shouldn't be doing it. I mean, there's laws against it.
Yeah, so don't do that. Don't say that. That's weird.
Yeah, especially in like a formal setting. Stay away from that one.
I've heard people say that, but like
Oh yeah,
that's just a weird. That's a weird one. That's a weird
yeah,
one.
definitely super strange.
But yeah, that might be our thing. It's probably what we're gonna do. Like pick a saying, break it down. But like
Yeah,
we just flew over a couple of them there. Um, they're kind of as you can see, we got a lot of weird sayings. They're not saying don't say them, but like some of them probably steer away. I
you
mean,
know, if you let's just say if you're talking to your boss, you probably shouldn't be using these things.
I think then don't that one about the pooch. I think that means like just don't like mess it over. Like don't mess it up. You know?
But the saying
Like
itself is pretty hard not to mess up.
like you screwed me over. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
don't do that. Don't.
yeah, okay.
But I think they use it as in
But like,
like
don't
you
screw me
really did
over.
it on that one.
Don't screw me over as well makes literally no sense.
It doesn't either. No, it really doesn't. But I feel like that saying came after it because I feel like um there's there's a harsher version of that same saying, and people just added screw in there, so it's not so harsh.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I feel like that's where that saying came from. It originated as another saying, but then to make it more PG, they added screw in there,
Yeah.
which is real weird how we just say screw because, you know,
Like screw you, man. Like
what?
it's
It's once again, like, what are we saying? What are we doing
yeah,
here?
if you really break down these things, people just glaze over these things like there's
Yeah, and we're not
nothing.
saying anything about them. It's just that if you really break them down, just think about it. I mean, what are we
Yeah.
doing?
Even
Like
the
really?
simplest of phrases. It's just
Yeah.
absurd.
Like, what are we doing here? Like,
Yeah.
like, there's a lot of weird stuff going on, man. There's a lot of weird
Yeah.
stuff going on. There's a lot of weird sayings, I should say. What are we
A lot
saying?
of a lot of
Literally,
weird
what are we
stuff
saying?
going on too, you know?
There's weird stuff?
Oh, there's tons of weird stuff.
What's some weird stuff?
It's out there.
There's some weird stuff, dude.
It's weird, strange things, as a matter of fact.
Yeah. Okay, there was a thing that I wanted to get back to here, and it was see, this is not great because we ran over it so fast, and I had something to say about it, and I don't even know what we're talking about now.
Yeah, it's just completely lost here. But there's one thing while you're getting to that. There's one thing that I wanted to address. And it's something to be celebrated, in fact. But
What? Celebrate it?
we got
What are we
yeah, we
celebrating here?
got um. Oh my gosh. Okay, we have Jordan Spieth won a tournament. He's back, baby.
Jordan
He is
Spieth is back.
back.
He's back with a vengeance. He's
Won the
go. He's
Masters. It's
winning
been
this.
years. The dude has had the worst slump of any PGA player in the entire history of PGA, and he's back, baby.
I mean, good
He
for
is
him.
Yeah, good for Jordan Spieth, man. Hopefully he does good in the Masters because it's just all led up to this. The Masters is this weekend, so it's just gonna be great.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have to do a. It's this weekend.
Yeah, it's this weekend, baby.
Dang it, I've been
I
behind on
don't
the
know why I'm saying
times.
baby so much.
I don't know, really. You done that the other podcast. You were doing that the other podcast too. I don't know what that's all about.
I don't know. It just comes out sometimes, It just
Yeah,
spews out, and I can't
you put a
stop it.
mic in front of your mouth, and then all of a sudden you just start saying "baby"
I
uncontrollably.
know.
You were some
I
Justin
know.
Bieber over here.
Yeah,
Relax over there,
it's getting
buddy.
crazy.
Like relax over
Um,
there, buddy. Oh, there was. I remember what I was gonna say now. This is what I was gonna say. I remember. Let me know if you like this setup of me on the side angle. That's not what I was gonna say, but
that's
uh,
it.
that was just it. Yeah. See you guys next time. Peace. No. Don't leave. Yeah. So what I was gonna say is that like you ever like okay like genre music, right? In general, just music. You listen to a certain type of music and you think because you think it's cool, whether it's rap or hip hop or whatever you want to call it, pop.
It's been 5 minutes, hasn't said a single thing.
You know, like you what? I have said stuff, all right? Like everyone has a genre of music that you listen to, whether you listen to it because you like it or you listen to it because it's cool or you listen to it because it gets you
Okay.
hyped up when you warm up or when you work out or like before a big game or like a sports game or whatever or a ping pong
Okay.
tournament or maybe you listen to it
Yeah.
before you play
I, I,
chess. I have no
yeah.
idea,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
So you play this stuff, right? And you're like, oh yeah, whatever, and because maybe you think it's cool, and because most people listen to it, which I don't think. If you don't like the music, don't listen to it. Who cares what everybody else thinks? Just listen to it because you like it, all right? Not because you hate it, not because you think it's cool.
So what's the
So
question?
it wasn't a question; it was more or less a statement that you have to be your own person when it comes to music. So what I was saying is, like, say if you listen to hip hop, right? And you like listen to that and it's like hip hop hasn't got a lot of talent in it. Don't get mad at me for that. I love hip hop. Don't get me wrong. It's not like singing. So, for example, if you regularly listen to rap, right, and you have rap on in your car, right? And someone else is there, and it's like, yeah, or whatever, and then you skip the song or you put on a radio and you get a little bit of Ed Sheeran. Nothing's wrong with Ed Sheeran. I love him. Love the guy. He's a great dude.
Great singer.
UK guy. Love him. Right? Great singer. Right? Do you admit? Do you admit that you like Ed Sheeran, or do you skip the song? Because why would you have it on your playlist anyway? But if you don't, whatever. But like you can be like, oh yeah, me and my girlfriend shares. You can make up some stupid excuse. Or do you just be like, oh yeah, and just skip the song, don't address it? Or do you just be like, yeah, I don't even like this, and then do you make a comment like that about it? Or do you just say
Or
like you skip it and you don't address it?
or you keep it on.
That's what I'm saying. Or do you just keep it on
Yeah.
and just be like, yeah, and just be like, I can't think of a Ed Sheeran song right now. But yeah,
Okay, so
you know what I
so
mean?
this is what I do.
I was 6 years
I'm not a
old
hi-
and broke my
I'm
heart.
not a
Yeah.
hider of my music taste, okay? So say if I, you're
I
you're
thought you were gonna say I'm
driving.
not a hot singer. I was like, well, I mean, you don't, you're not. I don't know why you would have to make that statement, but anyway,
It's just something that I got to get out
that's
there.
a weird.
Not a hot
That was.
singer.
I was gonna say that's a bit of a weird preface, but okay, let's continue.
So
You got me intrigued.
yeah, I cut a lot of people's attentions with that, but
Why don't we
no.
just get
So
ugly singers out there? Anyway, you continue.
I am not ashamed of my music preferences. And say if you're in a car with your friends, the music comes on, I'm gonna keep it on, because you know what? A lot of people enjoy music and they hide it. It's
That's what.
actually it's
But
crazy.
yeah, and that's what I'm saying. That's why I wanted to break this down because I like rap or like hip hop or whatever. I
Yeah,
like I do genuinely like the music, but I do enjoy a good singer. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like somebody who is a real good singer. I don't even have to like the song, but I envy like people who are really good at singing. I can listen to a song and be like, man, that dude's a good singer. Like you know what I mean? Like I
yeah,
just because like for example like I think like a song like let me just put an example like Ed Sheeran for example is a on like real good singer. It wasn't always. I'd seen a video of him and it was like he was horrible. It was like 13 or whatever it was at a talent show. I was like, oh my gosh. Anyway, he's a really good singer. I'm not out here listening to like Ariana Grande. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I'm just don't like her type of music. Not saying she's not a
yeah,
good singer. Not saying that you don't listen to Ariana Grande, but I would listen to Ed Sheeran, right? Or like I listen to like whatever because I think he's a good singer and I just like the music, right? But do you keep it
yeah.
on? Some people like Justin Bieber, questionable good singer, but some people like him.
The dude's no doubt talented, but makes a
Yeah,
lot of mainstream music.
right. He makes a lot of mainstream music. Some people love him, but some people
Yeah,
would Justin Bieber will come on like, "What do you mean?" and they would change it, and they'd be like, "Oh
yeah.
no,
They
I'm
flick
it's
that off.
not.
That's
I hate that
so
music," but
Justin
they
Bieber
actually
is
rock out
kind
to it.
of yeah. Justin Bieber's kind of where, I draw the line. There's certain songs where it'll come if I genuinely don't like the song, I'll skip it.
There's one song that's actually not horrible. It's the like, if you like the way you look that much, then
Yeah,
maybe you should go
He has a
and
couple
look
good
it up.
songs, no
Yeah.
doubt.
That's a good
But
song. Ironically, written by Ed Sheeran. So yeah.
yeah,
Anyway,
see, there you go. But
but
yeah, no, if I genuinely don't like the song, I'm not gonna keep it on just for the sake of having a trash song, terrible, awful song on the radio or
yeah,
whatever.
I'm sorry. My face is really itchy right now, and I don't know why.
Just over there, just
Uh,
clawing your face apart.
yeah, I like my forehead's itchy, my everything's itchy right now. But
Nervous over there.
yeah, it's kind of itchy. I don't know why.
But yeah,
Probably.
if a song comes on, I am not ashamed to keep that song on. I'm not even
I'm
lying.
I'm
There's been multiple instances where I've put on a song and people are like, "Man, you listen to this? This is a good song." And I'm like, "I know.
Yeah, that's
Are
what
you
I'm
ashamed?"
saying. Like I've listened to I've been in a situation where people play music and I thought in my head I'm like, you listen to this, but I'm like I also listen to this, so I'm like, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, like I'm fine with that. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like some people would think that listening to Ed Sheeran is weird, but do they think it's weird, or you just have this weird front put up and thinking that, oh yeah, I
Exactly.
only listen
That's
to
that's what it is.
I only
See, a lot of
listen
people
to
try to hide their
Eminem
music
and
taste,
yeah,
and
yeah,
it results in someone playing songs that they think the other person likes, when in reality, the other person likes the same music that you like.
yeah. Like you don't have to, yeah. Just because you get in the car with someone and you got to play like heavy gangster rap, like
Yeah,
and think like, oh yeah, they like this. When
yeah,
like if you don't like it, don't play it. Like what do you have it on? You
yeah.
play it.
Some people you shouldn't have the aux at all because you just got trash music.
Like define trash. Like I don't understand. Like some people like um, country
They'll
is one
get.
of those ones that's like genuinely that a lot of people are like dead set against for some reason. Like
I
that
don't
that
see.
genre of music. There's people who like I feel like there's people who either love it and then there's people who hate it. I feel like there's
Yeah.
no people in between. They're like, oh, I'll play it every now and then. You know what I mean? I don't think country's horrible.
Yeah, I think there's a middle ground because I think I'm a part of that middle ground. Like I'll listen to a country song. I don't mind a country song every now and then,
I know, but
but
I feel
I'm
like we're the minority.
yeah, we're definitely the minority here. But yeah, I'll I'll throw on well, I won't throw on a country song myself.
I thought you were gonna say I'll throw on a couple of country songs. I was like, all right, but relax over there.
No, here's the thing. If someone puts on a country song, I'm like, all right,
I'll listen
you
to
know,
it.
yeah, I'll give it a listen. I'll let the sound waves touch my eardrums. But I won't. It's not something that I'm like, yes. Some people are die-hard country fans.
Oh yeah, they're ride or die for sure. Some people are ride or die. What? I don't.
It's really I
I don't know
don't
if I like this angle of camera or not, man. I don't know why I said that like that, but anyway.
I really don't like it, man. I
Talking
think
about
I'm gonna
country
start
and
singing country music.
start talking about country and then I get all southern. I don't know why.
I
Anyway,
I
it
feel
just
just like I need to
chills me
sing or
right,
something.
chills me right to the bone. I feel like I need to slap on a cowboy hat and start singing about drinking beer.
drinking whiskey on a Saturday night with the
Speaking
boys.
of that, like that song Tennessee Whiskey by Chris Stapleton, I do like that song. Is that considered a country song?
Yeah, I think so. But
Is
there's
it?
these there's certain country songs where they're so good they don't feel like country songs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and don't listen. If don't you dare get in the comments and be like, "Oh, you don't like Old Town Road?" And I'm like, "Okay, dude, relax for one. Don't put that in there, all right? I don't even know what genre of that is.
For
So
one,
just
after that whole ordeal with Lil Nas X, I'm not listening to any
why are
of
you
his
still
songs.
listening to that song to be honest?
Dude
But
is
I don't like relax, all right? I don't even know what genre that even fits into. So
I don't know.
it's not country and it's not whatever that is. I don't know what it is. So don't go slapping that down there, being like, "Oh yeah, that's I like country," and then
Yeah,
put in
that's
that song.
you
No,
don't you don't like country.
I'm talking about if you're a diehard, a ride or die. You've listened to country since the day you were popped out of the womb. You know?
Yeah. But like I think I'm a part of the middle ground because like if someone throws on a country song, I'll listen to it, but I'm not, I won't put it on myself. I won't listen to country music alone.
Listen, I'm not a big like music connoisseur, right? Like I'm not like some people like are like, like you know, but like I don't get like certain ways. I don't really have favorite songs. Like I don't have a favorite artist. I don't have a favorite band. I don't have a favorite singer. I don't have a favorite anything to do with music. I don't have a favorite. I just
I'll listen to
listen to
music if
music.
it's good.
Yeah, like I'm not a big like EDM like electronic stuff. I'm not big into that. I
Yeah.
generally don't like it. Not saying I won't listen to it. I'm just really kind of not into it. Not really a big of a country guy. Like I'll listen to a country song. I don't have it. Like I'm not gonna put on a country song. I do have Tennessee Whiskey by Chris Stapleton because I do think it's a good song. That's the only song I have that would be considered country. If it is country, let me know. I don't know, but
I'm gonna throw out a take here. It's gonna bother a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
Country singing, easiest form of singing out there.
Because you can't compare. You you can't tell me, right? You can't get on here and look at me in the eye, or you can't tell me in the face, right? That country singing is harder than like someone singing whatever,
Okay,
right? Like
so we should probably throw some stuff out there to
Ariana
the country
Grande, for
singers
example.
who are actually super good. When you throw on a country song, you're like, holy cow, he's a good singer. That's not what I'm talking about.
Some people
If the
are
dude has an
really,
amazing voice and he's got
really
that
talented.
rasp and everything,
Yeah,
not dissing that.
yeah. No, no,
What I'm
definitely not.
dissing,
We're not discrediting singers. We're
no.
just saying that, like, for example, like you can't match that up against another. I don't know why she keeps coming up, but Ariana Grande once again, you can't compare her singing to somebody who, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, the country singing that I'm referencing is just a flat out, country. No rasp, no like, additives in it.
Yeah,
Just
yeah, I know what you're saying.
easiest form of singing. I could throw on a southern accent right now and be a country singer easily.
I mean, I wouldn't doubt it, but I'm not gonna say you can't, you know. But yeah, what I'm saying is that like it's easier than what like I don't know. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I'm not discrediting any singers because I'm not saying they're not good. That's not what I'm saying.
Yeah, for me anyways, for me, I feel like I can sing country music. Now, I mean, it's probably different for other people. Other people, country singers might, you know,
No
I
doubt it
don't
is a
know.
talent because I mean, not everybody can sing.
Oh no.
Do you
But
believe that you can train yourself to sing? Is that a
yeah, I
thing?
think so.
Is do people
Yeah.
do that? I feel like I think Ed Sheeran said he did that. Like he started
Yeah.
going to started having like vocal whatever.
They get vocal coaches. Vocal
Apparently,
coaches.
yeah, I heard that you can train yourself to sing.
Yeah, it's just all about learning to control your like diaphragm and everything, I think.
Like some people can like that's so weird how people can just
There's
how you can train yourself to sing.
Yeah, there's certain like practices that you can do like every day. I think to get more control over your range and all this, like, and over time, I guess you learn to utilize it like an instrument, like learning to play an instrument.
I guess it's like learning to play anything, but like the fact that you can like actually teach yourself. And another thing that I don't understand about singing is the whole singing on key type of deal. Like I don't really understand that. I know what sounds good in like whatever, but like some people are like they get on stage. I've seen people like be like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna play this in the key of E." I was like, "But
Yeah.
what does this mean? Like
What are you doing?
what do you mean you sing in the key of E? Like how do you
How do
know?"
you sing in
And
a
you're
key?
just
That's always confused me. How do you
they
sing in a key?
they just get up there and demand that the piano and player and stuff just be like, "Yeah, we're gonna sing this in key of C."
Yeah, like
What?
guitar, you switch
How?
a key down. You either put like
I understand what the instruments are
yeah,
doing when they tell them, but I don't
yeah.
understand how you just know.
Yeah, there's nothing to guide you on your singing to tell you what key you're in.
I think what it is that when you're practicing the song, you know how people are go like, "Ah," and press the key like, "Bah,"
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah, like they're like kind of like
Ah,
tuning their voice.
ah. Yeah, like that, and then they like press the thing on the keyboard. But I think like you know how people what do you call it, harmonize with
Yeah,
one another, and like some person sings high and then the other person sings low, and you know
yeah,
how like on a piano where you can like play high and then you have the low notes. I feel like it works the same way to the point where like high and low depending on different keys can you know just
yeah. Well,
sound
on an
the
instrument,
same
you would
in the
just
same
like
scale.
move down. Like on a guitar, you'd move down the fretboard, or you'd move your capo or capo, whatever you call it, down your fretboard to change the keys. But like, how do
Yeah,
you
like
know
I
with
feel
your
like they
voice?
just know what they sing in. They would have to. I mean, how do you can't just go up and guess. Maybe they
Yeah.
just want to feel like a good singer, so they're like, yeah, we're gonna sing this. We're just gonna sing this one in the key of C flat.
Yeah, and they'll say
What?
that like the musicians don't already know what they're gonna play the song in. I
Yeah, I
feel
feel
like they're
like
just
this
trying
was
to
already
flex.
rehearsed, you know?
Yeah, I feel like they're just trying to
So
flex their
if they didn't say that, what happens? They just start playing?
yeah,
And it's
musicians.
always I've never heard a guy say that though. It was always women. I guess because they sing higher.
Maybe, I don't know.
I've never heard men say be like, "Yeah, we're gonna play this in the key of G."
Yeah, I
You
don't
know,
know.
like what
I
happens
feel
when if they don't say it?
yeah, I feel like it's just in a big flex.
They're
Like
just like
people, you just want people to know that you can
the
sing in a key.
like the guitarist and the pianist are up there sweating to death because they don't know what key to play it in.
Yeah, they're just it starts the song and they're like flipping through their pages, going crazy.
Yeah, because what would you normally play the song in? You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
there has to be a normal thing that everybody goes because the guitar and the piano have to be in sync.
yeah. Like, is it every time the singer says that they're just putting so much pressure on the musicians? They're like, okay, we're gonna sing this in the key of
Yeah,
E, and the musicians are like, oh my gosh, we got to switch now,
yeah.
and they
Because
just they
what? Yeah, because for them now they have to adjust. Well, they don't really have to adjust anything, but they have to move down the scale.
yeah.
What you so you have to be a fairly you have to know like as a musician like you have to be as a magician.
As a magician, you really got to know your keys.
You really got to know your tricks because you don't want anyone to find out how you're doing them. But what I mean is like you got to really know what you're doing. If someone's like, "Yeah, we're gonna king this, checkmate."
Checkmate.
But we're gonna sing this in the key of G, and now you got to be like, "Well, I would normally play this here, and now I have to move myself down." You know? And how do
Like,
you know where to move yourself?
gonna sing this in the key of G, and the dude just starts spitting
You know?
bars like an absolute
Yeah, like I
gangster.
want to be able to move my pawn to the right place on a checkerboard, on a chessboard. That's chess. On a chessboard, but like, how do I know where my pawn has to move to? You know?
Great analogy there.
I feel like it didn't go anywhere.
Yeah, I don't really know where it went, but I just feel like, people understand.
I try to make sense of things in my head, and then when I say it out loud, it just doesn't make sense. But it makes sense in my head.
Yeah, I think it made sense out loud. I picked up what you were putting down.
That's all that matters. I mean, so long as someone's picking up what I'm putting down, because or else it'd just be a mess.
Yeah, it'd just be mess everywhere. You got to pick it up, what you're putting down, put it in your ears, you know?
Yeah, that's another saying. It's kind of weird.
Are you picking up what I'm putting down? I think that was pretty straightforward. It's like, are
But
you
if I'm
getting what I'm
yeah,
saying?
but if I'm putting it down, why are you picking it up?
Because it's like you're putting an idea down on the table, and then that person's picking that idea up and reading it and then comprehending it. You
But it
know what I'm
seems
saying?
kind of like redundant, doesn't it? Like
I
the
think
fact
it's
that I'm putting something down and then you're picking it back up,
I think they're just beating around the bush to get to the actual point.
beating around the bush.
Yeah.
That's the saying. What does that even? Okay, let's just think about that one for a second. Beating around the bush. What are we doing? What does that even mean? Beating around the bush. What are you beating? Like, why are
So
these sayings so aggressive?
so beating around the bush, you could be beating someone around the bushes.
I feel like every time I think of beating around the bush, like you're beating around the bush, I feel like you're like in the woods with a machete and there's a bush with a bunch of long grass around it, and you're just like beating
Yeah.
beating it
So
down.
this is what beating around the bush, this is where it came from, okay? And trust me on this one. I
What?
know. No, I don't actually. But so a guy gets a specific task that he needs to do, such as go into the woods and beat the bush. So he goes into this woods, sees the bush, but the guy starts feeling bad for the bush. He don't want to take the berries off the bush. He don't want to kill the tree, or the
Mm-hmm.
bush. So the dude acts like he's doing work by beating around the bush. He comes back to camp and the dude's like, "Did you beat the bush?" And he's like, "Yeah, I did." It looked like he beat the bush, but he was just beating around the bush.
I don't really understand what just happened there, but um, uh, what?
That's definitely how it happened. But
It's definitely how
On
I
on
I
the
didn't. I don't know what that was all about, but uh, beating. Yeah. So whatever you're doing, right? Just don't beat around the bush. But I
Yeah,
don't really know what this means because why are we beating around this bush?
yeah. Why do you want to beat the bush anyways? And
Stop beating around it.
yeah, so the
Why are we beating
objective in this
around it?
whole thing is to beat the bush, and what you're doing is beating around it. I need you to beat it.
So when you say so uh, like stop beating around the bush as opposed to like going through the bush.
No, like beating the bush. Like you're beating the bush.
So stop beating around the bush as opposed to beating the bush.
Yeah, you're supposed to be beating the bush. I want you to
Are
be
we talking
beating the
about
bush.
plants here?
So what? So what?
Like I don't know. I really don't know. Like were we just talking about like a bush, like in a field, and we're just
Yeah,
beating around it?
I guess I.
But what an aggressive term for just like walking around the
Yeah,
bush. What are we beating? What do
yeah.
we
There
have to
could
beat
be other
around?
explanations for this, but I, I
Like
think it's
I
just
may be I think I'm beating around this bush, but I don't really know what that entails. You
what
know
does
what I mean?
beating around a bush look
What am I
like?
using to beat?
Yeah, if you're not beating the bush, what are you beating? If you're not beating the bush,
Right. Like that's
you're
what I
beating
picture. I
around
just
the
picture
bush.
like
But what is
long
those things around the
grass
bush?
that you're beating. Yeah, why are you beating
Yeah,
around it?
like are there children?
Stop going around this bush and stop
Like are
beating
there?
around it,
Yeah,
you
like
know?
are there people that you're beating? What is going on here?
Yeah. Like I think they mean like beating other things around it, but you're not beating the bush. Like
Yeah.
what I'm saying is like I'm going in, I'm beating down this grass, right? But there's this
Yes.
bush here that's a weed that I need to get rid of, but instead of getting rid of it, I'm just beating around it.
Oh,
That's what I
that's a
think
good
happens.
point.
Stop beating
It's
around the
like
bush.
so say
Just cut this
so say
bush
if you're
down.
mowing your lawn, right? You're mowing your lawn, you get to this bush, you have to mow around it.
Yeah, but it's like
Mow
stop
straight to the
mowing around
bush.
this bush because this needs to be gone. You know,
Yeah.
like you're a
So
landscaper and they want you to move that bush, but you're beating around it.
like Tony, I told you the owners wanted the bush gone. Why are you beating around it?
That's what I'm saying, right?
There we
They're
go.
beating around it, right? So next thing, what do we got here? Keep them coming.
Let's
There's
see.
something about cake. Piece of cake. It was a piece of cake.
It
Yeah, it's a
was a
piece
piece
of
of
cake.
cake.
Or is it a
That's
piece
a
of
good one.
pie? What's just a pie one too?
There's also like turned a blind eye.
Yes. I don't really know what that means.
So turned a blind eye means like you kind of like ignored it, but
You turned a blind eye.
I turned a blind eye to it. The thing is, everyone who says this saying don't have one's blind eye.
For one, no anybody who says the saying is not blind.
Yeah,
And for two, how do you turn a blind eye?
he's just.
Another question. Can blind people control their eyes? I'm sorry if that's offensive, but I don't know.
I feel like they can, but it's just they don't know where they're looking, so there's really no point to control them.
So is that why they wear? That's why they wear the sunglasses, obviously,
Yeah,
because
because you'll be looking over here, the dude's right there, and the dude's right
yeah,
here, and
yeah.
you're
So
looking over here, and he's like, so like, how's the weather today? And he's like, dude, I'm over here,
yeah,
but
yeah.
the
So that's why they wear
blind.
sunglasses. So it looks like I'm looking at you because my head is turned towards you, but my eyes might not be because I don't
Yeah,
physically know where you are.
yeah. It's also a good indicator of a blind person when they have those dark black sunglasses.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
It's like, oh, he's blind. Either he's blind or he got some really strong sunglasses.
Yeah, because why else would he be wearing sunglasses inside? You know,
Yeah.
that's most of the people I've seen like that. But like, yeah, I guess that's why I've seen this guy that I've heard that blind people, um, what to say it like that. I heard that like some people, there's a person that I was watching and he's blind, but he trained himself to look at the person that he's talking to. So like
Okay,
I
so
was
just
watching him on this podcast type thing, and he was showing how he was doing this type of thing. He was like an expert card handler or whatever, and I
yeah.
was watching this thing, and the whole time I didn't know, and then
Dude's
after
an
that,
expert card handler.
until he started handling the cards, and he wasn't looking at them, and then he explained after that he's blind.
This whole podcast, you're just looking at him as if he was a
No, yeah, but he was looking, and they were sitting at this is pre-COVID. Oh, I don't know if we can say that on YouTube. I might have to cut that out actually. But
what?
that word, because I think they automatically restrict it. But anyway, they were in a podcast type situation. He was like, the host was sitting, they were sitting like this, right? And
Yeah,
he was looking at him the whole time. They were making eye contact the whole time, as if like he wasn't blind, right? As if he could see. And so I didn't even know until he said, "Yeah, I can't. I'm." He said, "I'm blind. I've been blind
that's
for however
insane.
many years."
There's also
Dude,
this blind kid who trained himself to use echolocation to see.
now that guy is a genius.
Yeah, this dude is crazy, okay? So one day his mom was driving him, right? And the kid is blind, and he was in the back seat, and he said, "Mom, these buildings are so tall." And she was like, "Yeah, I know, right?" And she was like, "Wait, the kid is blind. He can't see if the buildings
Okay,
are
for one,
tall."
I feel like there's some added things to this story, because how does she not know her? Why would she have a realization that her son is
Yeah.
blind? All right,
Yeah.
so you can't just be like, you can't just be born, you just can't have a blind son and then be like, oh, these buildings are tall, and you're like, yeah, right, and then you're like, oh wait, you're blind. Yeah,
Yeah.
what?
But yeah, this is a true story. The kid is blind, and he literally does everything. He roller skates, but he makes this noise, like he makes that noise.
What?
He goes, and the noise bounces off everything, and it comes back into his thing, and he can see normally.
Okay, he has a talent. That is,
Yeah,
I
and
don't feel like not everyone can
the
do
dude
that.
rollerblades. He plays basketball, and he's blind. He can't see.
That's crazy. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a special thing. I feel like not everyone can do that. I can't
yeah,
do
and
that, and I can see.
he does it alone too. Like they just leave him. They just let him go, and he just goes out and rollerblades.
Wow.
Yeah, and all he does is he just goes,
And just he hears the echo, and then
yeah.
he can
I don't
visualize
know
it.
how a human ear can
How is that
do
even
that,
possible? I feel like
but
only bats done that, and whales.
yeah, I really don't know how it's even possible, but
Yeah,
it's happening.
like, cause bats do it, and I know whales. I think whales also do that. They use
Yeah,
echoing
echolocation. Yeah,
to determine. Right. That's why they have that big, like, low, oh,
yeah,
like, you know what I
yeah,
mean? Because it
and
travels further. That
yeah, and
sound
bats
does.
use it in like the night to see. I'm pretty sure,
Yeah, they
something like
do.
that.
They do. They use the
Yeah,
echolocation to it bounces off stuff, and then they can see. Because I think bats are blind, right?
yeah. Well, the thing is, uh, they don't have rods. I think, like
Why
in
is
the
it?
eye, they don't have rods. The thing specific for like black and white, I think, or something. Or
Oh,
they,
they can't. Which is funny because they're nocturnal. So you
yeah.
think they'd have that? It's
It's
weird.
either they don't have rods or they don't have cones. I can't remember. It's one of those that makes them. s-
They're that animal that for some reason it's just they're all blind. They can't see. And it's weird,
Yeah.
like moles. Like,
What
why
about
are they?
moles?
They're blind. They have
Nature's weird.
eyes.
Yeah.
Why is an animal with eyes just all blind?
Well, it's kind of like why does a human man have nipples?
I understand that. Well, I don't understand it, but I get it, and it's the same thing. I understand that with moles. Like, I'm like, why can't they just see? Why do they have eyes then?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, this mole has eyes, but he'll never see. Like, all these moles right here are being blind, and they have
All these
eyes.
moles,
So what do they
super
use their eyes
unfortunate.
for?
Yeah.
Just for looks?
They gotta look stealthy. Gotta look
Like, if
amazing.
moles couldn't just see, why would they have eyes? You know? Could they see at one point? Maybe it's an evolution thing.
Maybe it's like, yeah, maybe it's just adapted to not see where they have to dig holes in the ground,
Yeah.
They don't need their eyes,
Man,
so
that's
they
a
just
horrible
adapted to not have them.
That's a bit weird, but I mean, you got to do what you got to do.
Got to survive. Got to do things to help you stay alive. And the mole, for whatever reason, lost his eyesight.
Yeah, it's weird to me, but the I guess that's the life of it's the
Whatever
life
floats
of
your boat, whatever makes you see at night.
whatever paddles your kayak. I guess
Yeah,
that's the saying. Actually, I made that one up. I
yeah.
sometimes I say sayings.
Shanks.
You know. Yeah, and sayings are a weird thing. But let me go back to like there's a pie saying too. I can't remember what it is, but it's like pie something. It's like a slice of
Piece of
pie.
pie, slice of pie, apple pie.
Maybe cherry pie. Have you ever had a cherry pie? I don't think I've ever.
No.
Speaking of pies, raspberry pie. Has anybody ever had a raspberry pie?
Oh, 100%. I think they're super common. Raspberry pies are.
What are raspberry pies?
But
What about blackberry pies?
I've never went out of the pie realm outside of lemon and blueberry.
Oh, I have. I've explored the pie thing for I've been exploring them.
You've been going at
I
those pies
I I think
hard.
I had a peach pie once.
Whoa.
That was good.
Exotic?
That was good. Or was it peach or mango? I think it was peach. Yeah, it was a
Either way,
peach
you're on
pie.
them islands.
Yeah, it was a peach pie. Mango is one of those fruits that is like so like tropical. I love it.
I
They
know.
look tropical
I
too.
recently searched up how to grow a mango fruit. Super complicated.
Why were you looking up that?
I don't know. I
What are
seen a
you planning
video
on
of
moving to
a
the Amazon?
progressive growth of a mango fruit or a mango plant, but apparently it takes like 5 years to bear fruit.
You're bearing something after 5 years, that's for sure. Why
Yeah,
does it take so
barren
long?
wasteland. Yeah, like the
What are you
plant will
planning
grow
on
within
moving to
like a
the?
few months, and it's got to be super like specific temperatures and all that, and like
What are you planning
humidity
on
and
moving to the Amazon?
yeah, you never know. I
Work
want
for
some
Jeff
mango fruit,
Bezos?
but I'd love to grow like an exotic fruit.
What? Why?
I
I'm
don't
not
know.
waiting 5 years for a dang mango to grow. I don't even like mangoes.
I feel like it'd be just cool. Imagine picking your own mangoes. That would be so sick.
I I just want to like pick a pineapple or a coconut.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Don't you grow an exotic fruit?
What was that you cut out?
I said, don't you just want to grow an exotic fruit? It's just I don't know.
Uh, are mangoes really that exotic? I feel
I
like
think
a
they
dragon fruit would be more exotic.
I well, you know what I mean, like a tropical fruit, like
Those things look like a dragon. Like, do you see
yeah. I
those
wonder where
fruits
the
are
name came from.
weird. They're
Yeah, they
weird.
literally look like they have scales, like dragon scales.
They don't even look real. You cut them in half and they're white.
Yeah, they're like
What
a
fruit is
kiwi. They're
white
like
on the inside?
yeah, they're super good though.
It's white.
Super juicy.
Like when you expect to cut it open, like when you cut it open, right? You're expecting to see like a red fruit. That's what I was expecting to see because the outer
Yeah.
shell is like red or green, whatever. You split it open, and it's just white. Ew. But it
Yeah.
tastes good.
It's delicious. It's super
It's a
juicy,
bit
super
deceiving.
kiwi-ish.
It is, yeah. I love kiwi. Kiwi
I'd
is
also
good.
love to grow an avocado.
Can we grow avocados here?
Nah, but you like if you had like
Where does avocados grow naturally?
I don't know. But if you had like a greenhouse, you could grow all that kind of stuff. Or like a
Yeah,
regulated heated
because you
greenhouse.
could control the temperature.
Yeah. But that would be so sick. You have like avocados growing, you got those mangoes, pineapples growing.
I
That would
just
be
grow oranges. I feel like oranges wouldn't be that hard to grow.
no, I don't think oranges are
They
overly
grow in
difficult.
Florida, so I mean, why can't we just grow them here in a
Yeah.
greenhouse? Obviously, because they won't
Yeah.
last past the cold. But I'd be down to grow an orange. There's nothing
Yeah,
like a good old
100%.
orange, you know. But I'd just like to be able to grow a pineapple. How do pineapples grow? They grow on trees, right?
Uh
I feel like they would grow in the ground for some reason, but I know they don't. They grow on trees.
Yeah, there's always those weird people that like people be like, "Hey, guess where pineapples come from? I bet you say tree. It's actually bush." Like,
Yeah, okay. Those people
face,
can go
man.
beat a bush, all right? I'm
Yeah,
talking
they.
about a tree. You guys go beat around a bush somewhere.
Yeah, I think I'm not sure. I got a searching apparatus here. Why don't I search this up?
Google
Yeah, I'm googling this thing. Hardcore. All
hardcore
right, so
pineapple growing.
oh, okay. So they grow on a like a little bush type thing. So I'm gonna put this. I'm
So
gonna
it is
put
a
this.
bush. I hate that they're right. Why do they have
I
to be
know
right?
I hate it. I absolutely despise it.
Because I know
So I'm gonna put.
bananas are.
I'm gonna put this little thing up here. You see that?
So it is kind of like in the ground.
Yeah, they grow up from the ground, so it's super low.
So it's not a tree. Hmm. All
No,
right.
but man, just imagine stumbling across like a field of these. These things will look like they'll kill you if you touch them.
Yeah, well, I mean, look at a pineapple. Pineapple's a big fruit.
Yeah, but super delicious though. I mean,
What song am I thinking about right now? Like pineapple and the coconut.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even think Genius will pick that one up.
Shazam might pick it up. Sorry, we
Yeah,
cut out there, guys. But
yeah,
yeah. So that was a conversation.
yeah. That was a bit of an interesting one. That's a cool topic we could get into further in the upcoming episodes. Where do fruits come from and how they grow? I feel like that's a.
Yeah, because just we'll do the thinking, so you guys don't have to. You guys just sit back and be educated.
Yeah,
Edge.
you guys just sit there with your popcorn while we find
Yes,
these infos.
that's something I haven't had in a while. Is popcorn. But yeah. Anyway, we're gonna wrap this bad boy up.
Yes,
Um,
sir.
hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff, and we will probably see you in the next one.
See you in the
Maybe.
next one, guys. Make sure to stick around. We got some big news coming. Big news over the next few weeks.
Yeah, a little bit of a change, and
Little, some would say a massive change. So yeah.
yeah. So just hang tight, hold on to your horses. We'll get into that one in another episode, and we will see you in the next one.
See you guys in the next one. Catch you on the flip side.
Peace.